That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You talk about this Giant defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there, because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Carr going to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run here with a rookie. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's a second down and 4.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. The Giants at 8-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
First carry of the game for Hassan Haskins. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run it again with Haskins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. In motion, Slayton.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, here I come.
On the give, it's Tracy. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Get in the weight room. Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go, D. Big series.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
58, come on.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. In motion right is Wilson. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. This drive starts with a Haskins carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Another run for Haskins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. He's to the 15, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. He lets it go deep for Olave. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Saints turn to their new man, Matthew Hayball, to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Jackson to return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. On the run is Tracy. Pushing his way through and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, Hartman. That's to the rookie. It's Malik Neighbors. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one. Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Kamara. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. The Shaheed going to go in motion. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, here comes Tracy. Now he's into the clear again. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 152 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Hassan Haskins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 7. Carr now to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Carr. That is incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, gotta have this one. There's Chris Olave. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
53 at the mark. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Here's Tracy. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Hartman. That one finds Hyatt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Operating from the gun. Hartman. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Coming in. Switch. Express. Like ball. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is the rookie, Theo Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Throwing on first down. Hartman. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, Mike, 58, right there.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D, let's get that ball. 58, Mike, 637. Get that ball.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Being chased out left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's get that ball, D, let's get that ball.
Now Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Carr completes it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, baby, let's go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
52's the mic. I got you.
Again, it's Carr. He's into the secondary. That'll be caught by Hill. Touchdown. Taysom Hill from 8 yards out. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. The point after, good by Groupie. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. That one taken in by Neighbors. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Here's first and 10. Here's Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Carr to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now Carr. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up first and 10 here. Throwing his Carr. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
12 yards between them and the end zone. Second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. Third down. One final try now for Carr. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. It's up and it's good, but it won't matter because 7 is as close as they're going to get, and this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Giants, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.